স্টুডেন্টস ক্লাস 11 একটা ইংলিশ প্রজেক্ট দিচ্ছি, দেখো এটা হচ্ছে এক্সটেনশন অফ এ স্টোরি, এটা হেয়ার অ্যান্ড দ্য টর্টয়েস থেকে। দেখো প্রথম পাতায় রাখবে ক্লাস 11 ইংলিশ প্রজেক্ট, এ প্রজেক্ট রিপোর্ট অন এক্সটেনশন অফ এ স্টোরি দ্য হেয়ার অ্যান্ড দ্য টর্টয়েস। নেম অফ দ্য স্কুল মানে এখানে তোমার নিজের স্কুলের নাম। প্রিপেয়ার্ড অ্যান্ড সাবমিটেড বাই, নেম নিজের নাম, রোল, রেজিস্ট্রেশন নাম্বার, ইয়ার। অ্যান্ড ইনডিসপেন্সেবল পার্ট অফ class 11 English syllabus. Acknowledgements. I am grateful to my teachers in English. I also offer my sincere thanks to some of my friends for discussions on my selected topic. Date এখানে সিগনেচার, স্টুডেন্ট সিগনেচার মানে নিজে তোমার সিগনেচার করতে হবে। এরপরে পাতে দেবে একটা সার্টিফিকেট। সার্টিফিকেট, আই সার্টিফাই দ্যাট নেম এখানে তোমার নাম, of class, section, roll number, station number, years, has submitted the project which he has done under my guidance. এখানে ডেট, এখানে প্রজেক্ট গাইড মানে তোমার শিক্ষক, সেই শিক্ষকের সিগনেচার, এখানে নাম, ডেজিগনেশন, ডিপার্টমেন্ট আর স্কুলের নাম। এবারে মূল গল্পটা। দ্য হেয়ার অ্যান্ড দ্য টর্টয়েস। ওয়ান্স এ হেয়ার happened to meet a tortoise. The proud hare laughed at the slow pace of the tortoise. You need not boast so much. I may be slow, but I am steady enough. Better let us have a race, said the tortoise angrily. The hare smiled and accepted the challenge. One morning the race began. The hare ran with a lightning speed. He got much ahead of the tortoise. After running for some time, the hare stopped to look back at the tortoise, but there was no sign of the tortoise. The hare sat under a tree to take a little rest and soon fell asleep. The tortoise was moving on steadily without stopping anywhere. After some time, it also passed the sleeping hare and neared the ending point. In the meantime, the hare woke up. He started running towards the target desperately, but alas, it was too late. The tortoise had already touched the ফিনিশিং লাইন। এটা হচ্ছে মূল গল্পটা। এবার এটার এক্সটেনশন হবে। অ্যান এক্সটেনশন অফ দ্য ফেবল। দ্য রেস কন্টিনিউস। দ্য হেয়ার কুড নট পার্ডন হিমসেলফ ফর হিজ ওন carelessness. He could hardly accept such a disgraceful defeat, a defeat to the tortoise. But at the same time, he could not help admiring the unyielding spirit of the tortoise. However, the hare resolved to avenge this defeat, of course, in a sporting manner. After a few days, the hare once again met the tortoise and challenged for another race. Last time you won the race, but this time, believe me, I will keep you no hare. Do you agree to have another race? The tortoise smiled and nodded. The hare fixed up the finishing point at a faraway place. He even made a little trick in doing so. To reach the finishing point, both of them would have to pass through a wide stretch of uneven land full of mounds, and some of them were quite steep. Actually, the hare wanted to keep his rival far behind him so that he could win the race enormously, and then his pangs of defeat might be a little heated up. So the race started. The hare darted out with a lightning speed, and within moments he disappeared beyond the tortoise's sight. As usual, the tortoise was wading along the path quite slowly. He faced the most difficult situation while crossing the mounds. Climbing the steep mounds made his speed much slower, and he got fatigued too. On the other hand, the hare had already crossed the area easily with his giant leaps. Finally, when the tortoise reached the finishing point, the hare had already been there hours before. The hare won the race. The tortoise understood that the trick adopted by the hare was made to make his defeat look much disgraceful. He also could not digest such kind of defeat at all. Now he planned to subdue the hare with a similar kind of weapon. He said to the hare, "Congratulations, my friend. This time you have won. Both of us have won a race is against one another. Why don't we go for a third and final one? It will decide the final winner." The hare was now contented and confident. He thought nothing could prevent him from victory. And against a tortoise, no way, he at once agreed. This time the clever tortoise decided the finishing point, and both of them would have to cross a river to reach there. At the scheduled time, the race began. The hare hopped forward quickly but was soon obstructed at the river bank. He was at a loss to think how he would cross the river. He ran this side and that, but did not find a way out. Time passed. The tortoise slowly but steadily reached the river bank and without stopping went into the river water in front of the hare. Very soon he got to the other bank of the river and kept moving to reach the finishing point. The hare was left there helplessly, and he even could not complete the race. So the hare was once again defeated. After some time, when the tortoise came back to the former bank of the river, the hare was sitting there dejectedly. He could not utter a word. Then the tortoise spoke out. "See, my friend, let us analyze the reason behind the results of the races between us. In the first race, you chose such a path that was very difficult for me, but you could so easily cover the whole distance. In the final race, I chose a path that was impossible for you to cover up. But on my part, it was a matter of some time. But what would happen if we had stayed together? You could easily carry me on your back to cover up the difficult path for me. And again, what was impossible for you to traverse, I could easily make it possible by holding you on my back above the water surface while crossing the river." The hare stared at the tortoise with a strange look, and the tortoise carried on. "So, is not it better for us always to remain together instead of being rivals? It may save us from many a problem or crisis." The hare readily admitted the fact and embraced the tortoise. Thereafter they remained happily together forever. এখন modified moral, teamwork may lead together success. স্টুডেন্ট আজকে পর্যন্ত, পরের ভিডিও দেখা হবে। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ ফর ওয়াচিং।